Okay, fellas, so what's going on? My name is James IZ, and for some reason the bottom of the skin underneath this eye is dry for some reason. I don't really know why that's there, but hey, I'm here making a video about this man named Maximus that I have recently discovered on YouTube because I found this out of context screenshot of like his titles and thumbnails here, and it's just like, okay, so let me just read like some of these titles here. Okay, so do you need to obey a police officer if you bench more than him? Is benching 225 a better feeling than the level of a woman? Is paying your gym membership more important than paying your taxes? Should you drop out of school if you can squat more than every teacher? Listen, this actually gives me hope for the future. Like this really gives me hope for the future. I think that he should run for president. Like, to be honest, like, hold on, like, let's get straight to it.
So, do you need to obey a police officer if you can bench more than him? This in of itself is a very interesting question. I think everyone has asked themselves it at least once in their life. Before we can even answer this question, we have to figure out how can we find out that we bench more than the police officer. So there's a couple different strategies that I've had to use to figure out this information. The first one is that most police officers actually have their max bench written out on their firearm. So let's say you're getting pulled over, right?
Okay, so like before he explains, okay, so here's what like I'm thinking, right? Say if like you get pulled over, right? You immediately jump out of your car and then like you immediately go to the trunk of your car and you like just build a bench press right there, like on the spot. Like do it as fast as you can, you know, like before he starts questioning you. So immediately hop out of your car and open up your trunk as fast as you can.
You got both your hands on the steering wheel. What you can do is you can just reach over for his firearm, grab his weapon,
that too,
look at the handle,
that too,
and you can see his numbers on it.
So I did recently hear about cops, you know, like they do have like their max bench numbers on their firearm. So yeah, so this is a smart idea. Reach for his firearm.
There. A different one that's really not as fun is you can just kind of ask him.
Yeah.
So again, let's play the same situation. Let's say
like you could just ask him. Say if like his bench press is lower than yours, then you can just speed off. Is benching 225 a better feeling than the love of a woman? Okay, so like for me personally answering that question, is there a better feeling than repping out 225? I mean, it's like getting like a chest pump, and like just in general is a better feeling than sex.
Is benching 225 a better feeling than the love of a woman? Truly, this is one of, if not the biggest question plaguing America's men today. You gotta consider both sides of this argument. You gotta figure out the positives and the negatives. So what are some of the positives of benching 225? With benching 225, there's obviously an increased amount of confidence.
Yeah.
There is a sense of fulfillment, a pride in yourself that nothing else can really give. There is validation from your peers. There is
I mean, like, that's just working out in general. Like, if you work out consistently, like, just in general, all of that applies.
Sense of achievement and success that very few men will get to experience in this life. Now, what are some of the benefits of having a girlfriend?
Yeah.
There is, there's...
like sex, right? That's one.
So what are some of the drawbacks of benching 225? Well, you may not be able to fit into the clothes you used to wear as easily.
Okay, wait, what are the benefits of having a girlfriend? I mean, like, you can just start up a family, sure. But then again, like, you have to deal with kids, too, and...
Is paying for your gym membership more important than paying your taxes?
Yes, automatically, just yes. I don't even need to watch the rest of this. Obviously, yes.
You drop out of school if you can squat more than every teacher there. An interesting hypothetical to be sure, and at a certain point it becomes a question of what can these teachers even really teach you at this point? They have obviously demonstrated a lack of respect for themselves and their body, and thus a lack of respect for you as the student. Let's run through some hypotheticals here. Let's say you show up to class, you're 45 minutes late, and the teacher says, you know, I'm gonna have to mark you tardy. The second you ask, oh yeah, what's your bench? They immediately lose all credibility. Or let's say you get your test results back.
Bro, son, every single time, like every single argument, I always bust out that question. Like, how much do you bench press? Like, real shit. Like, there are people out here, like, it's like there's so many people out here who do not respect themselves enough to not lift weights. It is astonishing. It is really like this guy this guy has gotten himself a new subscriber from me, okay? I'm going to subscribe to this man right now, okay?
Men under 200 pounds deserve rights. Quite frankly, I would consider myself an expert in this subject. I have been both over 200 pounds and under 200 pounds within my lifetime. And so I'm just gonna jump into the nitty-gritty here. I think we can all acknowledge that they deserve at least some rights. What are some of these rights that they deserve? I think men under 200 pounds deserve the right to wear a swim shirt at the beach.
Yep.
I think men under 200 pounds deserve the right to check the weather in case there's a slight breeze that may knock them over. I think they deserve the right to have a girlfriend that is at most a 7. But the
Okay. I get it here. Listen. Now, for me, myself, personally, I am 205 pounds of oiled up diesel muscle, right? So, like, for me, myself, frankly, I do have a lot of rights that most men don't. And, like, I walk around and see people who weigh about, like, 178 pounds or, like, 185 pounds. Bro, I feel like I can just, like a decent-sized rock and bash your skull. Why are you under 200 pounds? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why are... The same goes for the guys who are over 200 pounds and are extremely obese. Like...
most important question comes down to, why do they deserve less rights than men over 200 pounds?
Okay.
And the answer is quite simple and constitutional, really. Just like Uncle Ben said to Spider-Man, with rights and freedoms come responsibility to defend those freedoms. And sadly, any man under 200 pounds cannot be expected to defend those rights in the same way that a man over 200 pounds.
That's exactly what I just said. I said that I could bash plenty of more videos here from like this great man, like this great beautiful sexy man. All I gotta say is that, like, listen, if you're under 200 pounds, you really don't deserve any rights, and like a woman shouldn't drive. So I'll see you guys later in the next video here. If you liked my video here, subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe down below, comment and share. I already fucking said that. What am I saying? What the fuck am I saying? What am I saying right now?